Usually, we start a review from the outside, introducing the car, and then move on to the driving bits much later. But the car we are driving here today, the Volkswagen Vento, needs no introduction. Now, it's been around in our market for over a decade now, and Volkswagen has done well to periodically update the car and bring it up to speed with the competition. For this 2020 update, the talking point is the 1-litre TSI engine and the 6-speed manual transmission. Now, because this engine is so free revving, you'd often find yourself spinning it much higher and much faster than what you'd usually do. Its driving manners have remained largely unchanged, and that's no bad thing. The Vento always had a taut chassis and tight body control, and because the steering is nice and precise, it is a really nice car to drive. Sound insulation is terrific, and this car masks speed like a much more expensive car. Ride comfort is largely good, and it dismisses most road shocks rather comfortably. So this Volkswagen strikes a nice balance between ride comfort and enjoyable driving manners.
Now the main talking point about this car is obviously the engine. It's a 1-litre TSI engine, 108.5 bhp, 175 Newton meters of torque, and it is a fantastic engine. This is an award-winning engine, and not without reason. It is really good fun to drive. Now to drive, the Vento was always a good handler. Like the Polo, it's got a longer wheelbase, and when the car was raced, the boys actually said that the Vento handled better than the Polo because of the longer wheelbase and more stability. And on the road, the stability of the Vento is top notch. This rides like a proper German car. So whatever speeds this engine is capable of, and is capable of serious speeds, 0 to 100 in 10.2 seconds, top speed of around 190 kilometers per hour. So this is a quick car, and whatever speeds the Vento is capable of, the car, it remains planted, it remains stable, it remains confidence inspiring. You actually enjoy driving this car fast, and at speed, it's not like your knuckles are turning white and you're grabbing the steering wheel and holding on for dear life. This is so stable, so planted, it's superb. No other car in this class really handles and is as stable as the Vento. This is a bad patch of road, and the Vento goes over it really well. In terms of the quality of the ride, the softness, it's all there, it's perfect. And you can throw it around corners, it grips well, it puts a smile on your face.
Now the ingredients are surely interesting, so I think we need to see this car in a whole lot more detail. A Verna weakness that has been carried forward onto the latest version of the car is unfortunately the mediocre rear seat space. The front seat is set to my position. I'm just under 6 feet tall, and as you can tell, I don't have all that much legroom in the back. There are frankly compact sedans that offer more space than this. The Hyundai Verna has never been the benchmark for handling, and unfortunately that's something that stays true even today. Yes, the Verna, launched in 2017, has been a huge improvement over its predecessors, and there is a maturity to the ride and handling balance. However, when you do drive it hard, you don't get that feeling of connect that you'd like from the steering, and when you do push the Verna Turbo into a corner, you'll be able to tell that this is a car crying out for grippier rubber.
The backseat space is tight, the shoulder width isn't great, and the door aperture is narrow, not helping ease of ingress and egress. There is evident body roll, that is there, they haven't cut that out completely. At the back, I can barely fit in if I adjust the seat to the driving position that I like. Also, the width is not really great, so 4 people is just about it. You can't really squeeze in 5, it gets too cramped in here. This is not a car for somebody to be chauffeur driven in. Now the steering, it is light. I would have preferred it to have more weight, and I would prefer to have more feel and feedback also through the steering.